Hey guys, my name is Caedmon and welcome to my channel. Hopefully the lighting is okay. I'm trying to move it into different positions so that way I don't get too much of a white cast going on. But thanks for clicking on the video. Today we're going to be doing 5 mini reviews of some skincare items that I've either been using for a long time or that I've finished. So this is just like a slight overview, and then there's one review coming later that is going to be more of like a deep dive into ingredients and claims and all that kind of stuff. So I do have a mixture of drugstore and high-end. Technically, a couple of these you can find at Walgreens, Ulta. Other ones you're going to find in more like a department store, such as like maybe a Macy's or a Nordstrom or something like that. But let's jump right into it. So I got 5 products So the first product I have is a serum by Boots No7. It's the Lift and Luminate Triple Action Serum. It's triple action. They say it's clinically proven to do what, I'm not sure, and hypoallergenic. It doesn't really say. What I think this was like an anti-aging, like a glow boosting, firming, brightening kind of a serum. There's a couple things about this that I did not care for. The consistency was fine. It feels like a serum. I don't have any problem with that really. It is in a squeeze tube bottle. You get 1 ounce in here, which is pretty standard, I suppose, but it's in a little dropper squeeze tube. There's a little bit left. But one thing that I did not like about this was that hypoallergenic as it may be, it is not fragrance free. This does have artificial fragrance in there, and it smells chemically. It just smells like cheap skincare. I used it for probably 2.5 months, something around that time until I finished it up. And that was around the time where I started breaking out really bad. And I definitely think that this kind of stimulated that. I've always, once in a while, would have a pimple, but since I started using this, and even after I finished it, my skin is freaked out. I've tried to conceal a little bit today, but I've got pimples up here, always been around my contour line, and that really didn't start becoming a big problem until I started using this. So other than that, I didn't even see much of a difference in my skin. I didn't see any kind of brightening. I didn't see much firming, not that there's a lot of firming to be done on my skin, but I didn't really see much of it. Okay, so it's almost $35 on Ulta's website. I feel like if you're going to be spending $35 on a drugstore serum, you might as well just invest in your skincare and your skin health and add that little bit of extra money for a better serum. Some of them that I would recommend, First Aid Beauty has a couple nice ones depending on what your skin concern is. I've been using Clinique ones for a long time. This Clinique Smart Serum, this one. This one is my favorite serum that I've tried so far. It's a really good anti-aging, multi-targeted serum. But I feel like if you're going to spend the money and you care about your skin, I wouldn't go with this route. I actually wouldn't go with most drugstore skincare. But I'll get into that in another video that I really want to do. Because I got my opinions on drugstore skincare. But the No7 Lift Illuminate Serum I do not recommend. Now, to help alleviate the breakouts, to kind of clear them up as they happen, I have been using 2 different cleansers. One of them I would use at night and one of them in the morning. The one I would use in the morning is from Tula. It's the Purifying Face Cleanser. This is a probiotic-infused face cleanser. It's kind of a gel texture, and it's meant to cleanse the skin, and the probiotics are meant to help balance the skin. I liked this for the morning time because it's a very gentle cleanser. It doesn't foam up very much at all. It has a nice glide to it. It's very gentle. There is a little bit of a scent to it. I don't believe it's artificial fragrance. I think it's because of the probiotics that are in there. It smells a little bit dusty, for lack of a better word. But I did enjoy how this felt for my skin and how it helped my skin. So this was my morning cleanse. I do recommend this especially if you have sensitive skin or if you're having problematic skin. I would say that this would be a good option for your morning cleanse where you don't want something super aggressive. Now, for the evening, I did want something a little bit stronger and with a little bit of an acne treatment in there. So I had a sample of the ProactivMD Deep Cleansing Face Wash. This is an exfoliating face wash. It's got little scrubby beads in there, not too harsh, but they're there. So I would use this at night. And I really, picky as I am with skincare, I really loved how this felt on my skin. And I really loved what it did for my skin. It really did help kind of attack the breakouts that were occurring, dry them up, so that way they were gone really quickly. I finished this. I do have one of their face masks that I'm currently using still, and I've been enjoying that as well. I try to use it every other day just to kind of keep everything going along smoothly. But I do recommend this. If you use a sonic brush, like a Clarisonic or anything like that, you do not want to use this with your brush. You don't want to use any kind of exfoliating cleanser with your sonic brushes because that's going to create micro tears in the skin and cause more problems down the road. So using your hands to massage this in is going to be the best method, but I did quite enjoy this quite a bit. Next up is a self-tanner face serum that I did not like very much at all. It's by Coola. It's the Sunless Tan Anti-Aging Face Serum. There's a lot of things I didn't like about this. First of all, the texture is supposed to be a gel texture, but it's kind of like, it's a gel hunk. It's a hunk of gel in a liquid. So when you shake it, you hear it slapping against the sides of the tube because it's a solid. The only way that I can say this, like when you squeeze it out on your hand, which I'm not gonna do because it's a self-tanner, when you squeeze it out on your hand, it looks like somebody like hocked a loogie into your hand. It's disgusting. It's really gross. Aside from the texture of it, the scent of this is so overpowering. It's a very synthetic kind of like vanilla scent. I don't recommend this. I didn't use it long enough to see any anti-aging properties from it because I did not like how it felt on the skin. It's very sticky. However, the only good thing that, it's pina colada scent. It does not smell like a pina colada. The only good thing that I can say about this product here is that it did a nice subtle self-tan. So it's supposed to be like a gradual self-tan for the face. I do think that it did that aspect of its job really well, but everything else I hated. So I don't recommend this. That's my coffee. My last skincare item for today's review is actually an eye cream. So if you've ever used an eye cream, which you should be, you know that it's going to take a little while to start seeing those results. It's not going to be happening right away, right after you start using it. The eye cream I'm talking about is the Nyakio Quinoa Depuffing and Firming Eye Cream. Now, my eyes don't tend to get very puffy. Some people have a problem with like bags in the morning where they're really puffy. I do not have that problem. And I don't have much of a issue with firming, but I wanted to use this. I got it at work. I wanted to try it out and give it a go. It does have a ceramic applicator where you're supposed to squeeze, it comes out of the top, and you're supposed to massage for 10 to 15 seconds. I find that using the applicator that way, it does feel nice and it feels cool. Which I think would help with the depuffing. I think it doesn't exactly massage the eye cream into your skin enough, so I always go back in with my finger to massage it in a little bit more. So I cannot speak to the puffiness claim that it has because I don't have puffiness under the eyes. However, as far as firming goes, I have been using this since the beginning to mid-May, so about 4 or 5 months now. And I stopped using it for a little while in between when I was, a little bit depressed. I wasn't taking care of myself. And I did notice a difference. I noticed when I stopped using it that my concealer would not lay as nicely on the skin and it was sinking into lines that were there. But when I use it, I have 1 or 2 kind of deeper set lines under my eyes that no eye cream is going to fix. Sometimes skincare cannot fix skin issues. But for the most part, I really like how this keeps everything nice and tight, especially around the corners of my eyes, where when you smile and you start to get those little crinkles, this has really helped in that area particularly. I believe this is a more natural brand, cannot tell you exactly. It does say certified organic, natural, fair trade, cruelty-free, family owned and operated. So the Nyakio Quinoa Depuffing and Firming Eye Cream. If you are looking for an eye cream that depuffs and firms, I would recommend this one. I believe it was a little bit pricey. I believe it was $45 to $60. I don't remember the exact price of it. But I do recommend it. I recommend an eye cream for everybody, no matter what your age is, anywhere from early teens to advanced 80s or 90s if you're still kicking around. You should be using an eye cream. The skin around your eyes is very thin, it's very delicate, and it doesn't take the same kind of hydration as your face does. So you need something specialized for the eye area to kind of take care of it, prevent issues that you don't want, and to help address issues that you already have. All right, that's it for my little 5 mini reviews. I hope you guys catch the next one, which is going to be a more deep dive into the Clinique Moisture Surge Supercharged Hydrating Concentrate. It's a mouthful. So I'll be doing some research on that and presenting it to you guys since I have finished that recently. But let me know what you guys think. What are some skincare items that you've finished up lately? And especially if you have breakouts, what do you use to kind of clear everything up so that way you're back to normal? I hope you guys have a great day, and remember that you are clearly beautiful.